The government spend millions of dollars preparing people to go out on the road. And the reason for that is because they don't want it to be known that Trinidad and Tobago is a very high-risk country as it pertains to vehicular accidents and deaths. So they spend millions of dollars ensuring that people receive the right training before they hit the road. My opinion is that if that amount of monies are invested into the lives of young men and women who is about to step out into marriages, I think our country will be in a far better place. I think the divorce rate will be at a far better place. I think women will place more value on men, and men will know their roles and their responsibility and understand themselves. And obviously we're gonna get a better home, because as good as the home will be, as good as how your community will be, as good as your community will be, is as good as how your nation will be, as good as and by extension is how your country will be. So I want to share today quickly with you just a form of encouragement to you, and this is to zero in on the issue of the male man, what a man really need. So today I am going to zero in on the spiritual aspect of a man. I'm also going to zero in on the physical aspect of a man. I'm also going to zero in on the financial aspect of a man, as well as the emotional aspect of a man, and how we ought to be treated, we ought to be looked at, we ought to be valued, so that we will become the best us that we can possibly be. And I'm talking on behalf of men, because for too long men have been swept under the carpet. Men have been not understanding who they really are. And if you don't know the purpose of a thing, I would have said that in my last video, if you don't know the purpose of a thing, abuse stepped in. When a man don't understand his purpose, then he become a dynamite and he blow up the place. I'm gonna say this to you quickly today. Everything God made, He always made the habitat, if that makes sense. Alright? So when God made the animals, He made forests, He made trees. Alright? When God made the waters, the sea, fishes and whales and sharks and all these animals. When God made His presence, He made man. He made man. If you take away the forest from the animals have no food, they will die. If you take away all the firmament from the birds and the water from the fishes, they all will die. If you take a man out of the presence of God, what happens to that man? He malfunctions and kills people. Yes, I got that from Dr. Miles Monroe, but it was very, very profound when I heard that the first time. I tend to understand that in order for me to be a really effective man, the first thing I need to do is to understand that I need to live in the presence of God. Now, this book that I'm writing may not be for all men, but I wish it could be for all men. But this is for Christian men. I'm saying Christian men. This is a man that let me take on Christian men. This book is a man that love God. That's a better way to put it. Because if I say Christian man, then the Hindu man will think that's for he. If I say Hindu man, then the Muslim man will think. But this is a man that love God. So the first thing you need to understand as a man is that you need to be in the presence of God. Let's go back to God's original intent. Adam was in God's presence. Adam had work in our last video. Adam had a vision. Adam had worship. When I say worship, Adam had intimacy with God. The Bible says in Genesis that God came down in the cool of the evening and He had fellowship with Adam. My question to you as a man, what time do you prioritize in your day to spend with your Father? That's what I'm going to ask you. Think about it. What time in your day do you spend singing to Him? Just intimacy. Loving upon Him? Just boasting about Him? Just bigging Him up? Do you know He loved that? The Bible says that God is a jealous God. Jealousy means that if I taken it and given it to someone else, then obviously it will be a jealous. God is a jealous God, which means He look forward to you, my friend, viewer, looking at this. He look forward to you talking to Him, reading His word, fellowshipping with Him, because that is how it's supposed to be. A man need God. As a matter of fact, let me go deeper. The Hebrew name for man is ish, and that word there means spirit. You see? And if God, based on John 4:24, I say God is a spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth. What that say to you? It means that God looks forward to that relationship with you. We have to lay this foundation before we go further into any other thing to understand how a man or what a man really, really needs. The next point I'm going to stress on today, or talk about, or elaborate on today, is emotions. Hey! Emotions, my friend. Guys, I've been married for 7 years. Yes, that's 5 and 2, 7 years. And to God be glory, marriage is good. I'm telling you, it's a very trying, testing thing as well. It brings out all the emotions in me. My wife tells me all my weak points. My wife sees all my imperfection. And my wife tells me what it is. Bro, sometimes it's hard to acknowledge it. Sometimes I can't see it. But she does. And God place a woman in our life to kind of help us to understand who we are, to bring out our true self. Because I'm telling you, what you prefer, 500 people telling you your fault, or one person, one woman. Even though when they say it, it comes across very like a knife that pierces your heart. But that is good. Because what that means as a man, a mature man I'm talking about, a mature son you are. Remember that scripture that says, as many as receive him, to them he gave what? Power. Power. You can only give power for somebody that is mature. To them he gave power to become what? The sons of God. Yes, the sons of God. That mature son. You have to know how to handle emotions. And I'm telling you, many of the divorce, many of the pain, many of the heartache, the gruesome killings and things that takes place when a man kill a woman, and all these kind of crazy things that take place, is because a man didn't have self-control enough to control his emotions. Because I don't always act based on how I feel, because emotions are chemicals, and chemicals goes up and it goes down. I'm happy today, I'm sad tomorrow. I have money in my pocket today, I'm broken tomorrow. It's all about emotions. Emotions, my friend. And if you as a man don't know how to manage your emotions, you can hurt yourself as well as the people in your life. And here's one now, around your life. It's something that I am learning daily. I go out to God and I cry out to God. I say, God, please, I just need to be able to control my emotions. Because that is an area in my life that has been coming under attack very much lately. And I have to remind myself that God is still in control of my life, that I really want to understand this thing. And obviously, once you understand how it operates, because emotion, it's chemical, it fluctuates. Once you understand what triggers it, then you will know how to now manage it. I say to you, my brothers, today, learn how to control your emotion. Yes, you could pray about it. Yes, you could fast about it. But I encourage you to seek help about it. There are so many literature out there that you can go and understand how to manage your emotions. All right, go get help. Go get help. Don't suffer and stay quiet. I know of people who stay silent in their emotion and they commit suicide. Personally, I know people like that. Brother, get help. Don't stay in silence and suffer like that. All right. Finance. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about the money. Show me the money. Grant Cardone always says, show me the money. But I'm telling you this. When it comes to finance, a man who have plenty money, if he don't know how to manage that money, he could lose all that money in an instant. That's why you see people win the lotto and boom, they get broke right away. Because money has a spirit attached to it. Money it don't have emotions. The only emotions money have is the one you put on it, right? But it's a spiritual thing. And when you understand how finances operate, and the more you sow is the more you reap, and the more you don't hoard it and lord it and keep it. No. Remember the parable of the sowers, right? One had 5, one had 3, and one had 1, right? The master went out and he came back, and 5 invest theirs, they get more, right? The 3 invest, he get more. The 1 he buried, and when the master come back, he say, I know you are a hard man, etc., etc. You know these stories, right, in the Bible there. I'm encouraging you today, don't run after money. Money will outrun you. Understand how money works. If you make some money, you better be able to give back some to the Lord. Because who bring it to you? Who give you health? Who give you health? Who give you strength? Who give you ability? The Bible says in Deuteronomy, it is the Lord that bringeth wealth. And I'm trying to encourage you today to let you know that you can come out of that broken place, that broke place, broke. According to my good friend David Imonite, he was broke, he said, right? Today, it's a different story. But my friend, I say to you, understand how finances work, right? Don't lord it. Don't hoard it. Be able to be free, freely receive, freely give. I'm not saying be stupid and give away all your money. No, I'm not saying that. But be able to steward your money. You know, a lot of people just take the money and buy crap with it. You may want something, but you may not need something. Right? And if you don't need that thing, then your money cannot get that thing. Then don't take your hard-earned money to get that thing. A lot of people need to save. You need to save, man. You need to save. Save at least 20% of your earnings. Try to save. Open shares account with credit unions. You get interest. You get dividend there. Don't put your money in the bank. I'm saying don't put your money in the bank. Based on the account you're going to put it in. Right? Look for a wise account, a smart account. We have UGC at some good interest rates. We have GAM also gives you some good rate, and those are other places where you could just rotate your savings now, because you must always have some money saved up. I know men who don't have a savings account. God forbid something happens. No insurance, no savings, no nothing. Unless you die. Understand what I'm saying? You have to get your finances together. Don't play games with that. Do not live hand to mouth. Do not live month to month. You have to be able, if you realize every time you make money gone, then you need to reevaluate your lifestyle. See where the money is going, because it's coming, because you're working, but see where it was going. A lot of people, a lot of men, and I feel I was just stressing on this point a little more, a lot of men, they literally cry things down. The money is small, I make them 3,000, 5,000 a month, but you want to live like the Joneses. Nothing wrong with a little rice and corned beef, brother. One day this will not be a story. Nothing wrong with that. Come on with a little rice and peas. If you want meat, put a little tuna in there. But it's budget wise. You get some nutrients from the food. You don't need to run after things that don't make sense. Alright? Physical needs. Yes. A man has physical needs. And obviously if he have a wife, he needs sex. That is a no-brainer. A male needs sex. Alright? In marriage, of course, we don't do it out of marriage. We conduct anything in a proper order. Right? A male needs sex. Right? Sex does a lot of stuff. It helps the brain. It calms you down. It does so much for you. So I will advise that a woman do not withhold sex from a man, because that in turn affects his emotion. Sometimes you see men do crazy things, and this is what I'm talking about in the first part. A man without God's presence, he do madness. But when a man don't get that, you wonder why the hotels and the whole house and all these places takes the money now, because the man is emotional, so he makes a decision based on how he feels. So he takes the money. He's supposed to buy grocery for his family and Pennywise and stuff. He takes that money because he's broken, he's emotional, he don't feel masculine because his wife withholding sex from him. He take that money and he go try to get a oil change. Understand what I'm saying, right? What you need to do as a woman is to not withhold sex from your husband. That's very, very important. Obviously, the flip side, husband, be able to love your wife in a way that becomes easy. That's a no-brainer. She wants it, you want it, because you treat her good. Obviously, that is a journey for me as well. I'm still trying to learn how to and I'm being honest with you. I'm not gonna lie and come out here and lie. That's why sometimes I don't always get that part right. The part where I treat my wife as, you know, and when I say treat her, I may say things to her. You see my mouth? I may say things to her that breaks her down emotionally, and then I have to repent, and then I have to ask for forgiveness, and I have to make it up with some cheesecake or some of my favorite stuff. But a man is a man when he could own up to his errors and correct it. What mentor of mine say is when my errors are correct, because when my errors are done, I learn from it and I correct it. Man, treat your wife good and your wife will treat you good. That is it in a nutshell. And yes, while we're still on physical need, you need to get your body in order. Yes, sex is one part, but you need to eat right, you need to exercise, maybe go on a little jog at mornings, you need to do the push-ups, sit-ups, squats, maybe join a gym, or if you don't want money to afford the gym based on your finances, you can just do your thing home, go on YouTube, go on P4, there's a thing I was with my exercise, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, running, jogging. You have so much things to do, because as a man, you need to maintain your masculine appearance. Don't go and eat just doubles and KFC and higher belly, big. And I'm talking in a Trinidad Caribbean context now. I know this video will go global, but I'm telling you, take care of your body. You have to know when your body is losing itself. Though a lot of people even stress eat. So based on how I feel, I would just eat. No. You need to, and this is why back to the original intent, be in God's presence, because in God's presence you get wisdom, you get knowledge, you get understanding, you know how to operate, you know how to function. When you losing yourself, fix it, and fix it quick. That's about what I want to share based on my book that I'm working on right now. Please, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you believe that could add value to me as well as I add value to you, then feel free to get in here. If you need more information to know more about this, if you want to hear more from me, just don't forget to subscribe, and share the videos, guys. I personally take this journey very serious because I know the pain and hurt I feel being a young married man of God. It's not easy, and I don't want to be a failing father. I don't want to be a failing husband, and I don't want that for you too as well. If you know that this video really adding value to you, please share with your friend. Please support me in ways that you can. Alright, and let's do this life together. Life is short. Life is short, but guess what? You have Joshua to now do life with you. You may not be able to meet me in person, but you can associate with my content. God bless you. I appreciate you. Look out for the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.